हसरत है हमारी बाबा, कर दो वो पूरी आके। मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके। मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके।
आज तेरा मूर्ति शिव बाप अपन ले अति प्यारे प्यारे मीठे मीठे सालिग्राम बच्चों से मिलने आए। आज के दिन शिव और सालिग्रामों का विशेष दिवस। तो बाप को बच्चों से मिलकर खुशी हो रही है कि बच्चों का बर्थडे बाप मनाने आए हैं। और बच्चे कहते हैं हम बाप का बर्थडे मनाने आए। बाप को भी खुशी है, बच्चों को भी खुशी है। क्यों? क्योंकि ये बर्थडे सारे कलम में न्यारा और प्यारा है। सारे कलम में ऐसा बर्थडे इसका भी मनाया नहीं जाता। बाप और बच्चों का साथ में एक ही समय पर बर्थडे हो, ये और किसी भी समय व किसी का भी होता ही नहीं। तो पहले बाप दादा बच्चों को पदम 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 गुना मुबारक दे रहे हैं। बच्चों की मुबारक तो बाप दादा के पास अमृत वेले से बहुत बहुत दिल से दिल की मुबारक पहुंची गई है। बाप दादा इतने सब बच्चों को सालिग्रामों को देख यही खुशी के गीत दिल में गाती है कि वाह सिकिल दे बच्चे, वाह लाडले बच्चे, वाह अलौकिक जन्म, अलौकिक बर्थडे मनाने वाले बाप दादा हर बच्चे के लिए वाह वाह का गीत गा रहे। क्योंकि इतने सारे विश्व की आत्माओं में से कितने थोड़े से आप बच्चे ऐसे बदमाश जवान रहेंगे।
बड़ी मन भावनी मुरली प्रेम से प्राणों को सींचे, रसीली तान की ये डोर आपकी ओर ही खींचे, आपकी ओर ही खींचे, रूहानी स्नेह का जादू आपकी मीठी बातों में, रूहानी स्नेह का जादू आपकी मीठी बातों में।
Om Shanti. Become a carefree emperor of the land without sorrow by being full with all attainments. The intoxication and happiness of the present time. The golden aged sovereignty is nothing compared to this confluence-aged sovereignty. The intoxication and happiness of the present time is multi-million times more elevated than the sovereignty of the golden age, and so always maintain the intoxication and happiness of this form. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today's day 10. Become a carefree emperor of the land without sorrow by being full with all attainments. Today's topic: the intoxication and happiness of the present time. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. Many times we ask Baba how long it will take for golden age to come, how long it will take for destruction to happen. When are we going to go to golden age? I also sometimes say to Baba, we are ready for golden age. But the way Baba is explaining us, present time is very important. Confluence age is very important. Whatever you are able to attain at confluence age, that you all carry in golden age. But let's say I'm not very happy. I'm not all the time happy. I'm not consistently happy. So when that happens, I'm not constantly happy, then what happens is I won't have sanskars of happiness. Then how in golden age I will be happy? But also Baba had been saying that you are emperor of the land free from sorrow. Don't give sorrow, don't take sorrow. Whatever happens, there is some benefit. Whatever happens, there is some, it's accurate drama. Right? It had to happen. But see the benefit of it. Many times we are able to attain powers. Sometimes we are able to have good experiences. Sometimes we are able to experience Baba's help and company. It's all the time. Whatever happens, we are able to have something, some benefit. So that is why Baba said confluence age is very, very important. Age of all attainments, and just be free from sorrow and be the king of the land of sorrow. So what Baba is saying that the kingdom or sovereignty of golden age is more important. So Baba is saying that intoxication and the happiness of the present time. The golden age sovereignty is nothing comparative to this confluence aged sovereignty. Just think, compare that the sovereignty of confluence age is better than the sovereignty of golden age. It's interesting, right? But even that, sometimes when we think that we are really masters, right? We have so much freedom. We have so much choices. Such an unlimited family. There's so many things are very, very special at Confluence Age. So Golden Age sovereignty is nothing comparative to this Confluence Age sovereignty. The intoxication and happiness of the present time is multi-million times more elevated than the sovereignty of Golden Age. And so always maintain the intoxication and happiness of this, this worth or this image. Baba says, sounds so simple, right? But when it comes for us to understand and to experience in practical. So today, whole day, have intoxication of sovereignty of confluencing. Today is a very, very important day for worldwide Baba's family because everywhere since morning everyone is thinking about Baba's chariot, Dadi Gulzar. How it's not question of her being chariot and Baba coming, but how she was able to have kind of equivalent efforts to maintain that stage. I remember when somebody told Brahma Baba, it might be easy for you because Shiv Baba comes in you, so you don't have to make efforts. So Baba said, no, if I have to get fruition, then I must make efforts. And that effort is of remembrance. So Baba used to pay lot of attention to be in remembrance. Now when it comes to Dadi Gulzar, she used to invoke Baba a lot because everyone who went to meet her, they want to experience Baba. One time she was sitting and some souls were saying, Dadi, just coming in front of you, we experienced Baba. She said, that's why you all come to me, to experience Baba. So I have to do it. I have to invoke Baba. So she created that stage. She created that through remembrance, through invocation, that we could experience Baba. So what I really appreciate a lot is her effort, the quality of effort to be like Baba and for us to experience Baba from her. So today we will go in the morning to the memorial of Dadi Gulzar and pay our respects by putting garland around her picture. Dadi Gulzar was second chariot for Baba. When Brahma Baba became awake, then according to Shiv Baba, gave direction through the trans messenger that after this, Dadi Gulzar will be medium. And you will be surprised that in the beginning, every day Baba will come, every day. And then some days, if the groups are big, she will stay whole night, whole night. I know many of us. I used to stay until 12, 1. Then I will go down and then again come back. But Dadi Gulzar will be sitting. And just imagine, no moving, nothing. But that's like bodiless stage in a way. But God's power, which she received, plus we all received, was really very, very much being experienced from Dadi Gulzar. So I appreciate her stage. I appreciate her being instrument. And then for me, I am very fortunate that we both were in Delhi. And some or other we did service together for whole Delhi. I was in South, she was in North. So we shared ideas, we planned together what we could do for whole Delhi. So she was very friendly, very loving, very humble, very respectful. You can talk about all the qualities she had. So our respects to Dadi Gulzar, and for 40 plus years she served through her body, her medium. So lots of love and respects for Dadi for today. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, dear, dear, dear Avyakti Parivar. So the normal thing that would happen now is that I would say, yes, dear, dear Mohini Didi, tell us more about Dadi Gulzar. But as Didi mentioned, there's a special program in the morning. So it's Monday morning in Madhuban. And so Didi will be going to the program, offering special bhog. And so I'm by myself with you. So Didi will not be answering my questions, although there would be many questions to ask about her experiences with Dadi Gulzar. So I thought I'm going to interview myself. Is that okay? I can just, so I would ask a question, for example, dear, dear, dear Eric Bai. So what has been your experience with Dadi Gulzar? So me would answer to Eric. Well, I may not be, the best one to share about the depth of Dadi Gulzar's personality. Of course, I've met her so many times, but I know many sisters lived very close to her. But my personal experience with Dadi Gulzar is very, very important in my Brahmin life, like many of my generation. And actually, our Bhumiji may not remember, but she's the instrument who organized what became my best meeting with Dadi Gulzar. And it was in Gyan Sarovar maybe 10 years ago. And I was just trying to meet, we do a little, it's like Halloween, you go from one Dadi's room to another, collecting candies, little tollies, and just have a great time meeting the Daddies. And I just met Sister Bhumi, who was in the cottage, Daddy's cottage, and mentioning to her that I had an amazing, moment, I think, with Daddy Jenki at the time, and saying to Bhumi, but it's strange. There's one Daddy I've never been able to really have a good personal meeting with, is Dadi Gulzar. Although I had a few, but nothing really very special. I said, don't move. Okay, stay there. And Bhumi was, very close, of course, to Niluban and the Daddies. So she said, stay, wait a little bit. And then she came back a little while later and she said, Eric, come, he can be with Dadi. And actually, Dadi was in a room in Dadi's cottage in Gyan Sarovar. And she was all by herself. And I thought, oh, I don't speak Hindi. So I walked in the room and Dadi Gulzar asked me to sit and say, wait, translation. And so one sister came to help with translation. And it turned out actually that Dadi was, I don't know, maybe other people didn't show up or what happened, but we spent, I remember, over half an hour together, and she was very, very engaged in a conversation. But she speaks, of course, very little. And I would ask her quite a few questions. And, for me, Dadi Gulzar is really the queen angel. She has that powerful silence. And from that silence, there's just a few words would become so powerful. And I remember asking her at the time, it was the years, when the way Baba would come would be a little bit different. She would go in trance very quickly, right during the first song sometimes. That will be, already connected, and then Baba will come very quickly in the body. And so I asked her at the time, I says, what's the difference, Dadi, between Baba coming now and the way Baba used to come before? Because I told her, you used to be so long, so many songs before Baba would open the eyes. And I was asking her, how is it that Baba now come so quick into the body? And she said, I remember one thing she said was that now, saying at the time, she was saying now, it's much more powerful. And when Baba comes, it's extremely powerful. And the way she said it, I could just feel the very sweet, loving soul being very honest and just sharing how she could experience Baba's strength, Baba's energy. And I was very impressed. I thought, wow, this is such a unique sharing, how God comes into your body, such an incredible experience she was sharing. But she was very light. And I remember in that conversation, I was trying to, respect her, not to talk too much, but the journalist in me couldn't stop by asking questions. And I remember asking her, why is it that sometimes I feel that I'm the only one talking and I do the talking in my meditation? And I said, I don't know, Baba must be busy or he's not that available. I don't hear him answering me. And she was laughing. And she said, it's because your line is busy. Baba is probably trying to call you, but your line is busy. You have too many thoughts. So anyway, there was a very lovely chit chat, I remember. And when I was younger in Gyan, I was also going through Delhi on our way to Madhuban. And very often she would be there with her mother, and she would be greeting us on a porch, on a little balcony or the little front porch of the Bhavan. But to me, as soon as I saw her the first time, was the royalty, this kind of a royal stature that she has, this powerful presence. And of course, like Mohini Didi was sharing, we looked at her trying to see Baba through her. So I would ask Eric a second question. So dear Eric Bhai, how do you compare the Gulzar with the other daddies? And yes, they may not be even comparable, but I would share that for me, I find that like many of us in the 80s, when we came, we were raised in a sense in the Yagya with this figure of three amazing women who were very united, very loving for one another, but so different. Size, shape, everything was so different. One was talking all the time. The other one was laughing and loving. And the other one was barely not talking, was just silent. Such different personalities. And yet I reflect today on my own journey and I realized that I took a lot from the three of them, each one in their own style. And I'm really interested at the moment on this idea of cultivating 3 dimensions in the soul, the yogi, the angel, and the master. And I really see suddenly how, Dadi Prakashmani for us was really the master. She was like, really the emperor of the golden age, living in the confluence age with us. Dadi Janki, in a way, was the yogi, the little Yoda from the, Jedi, the yoga power. And she was always one, Baba, Baba, Baba. And Dadi Janki was trying so hard to connect our wires with Baba all the time. So she was really, for me, the yogi, the little yogi, extremely powerful. And yes, Dadi Gulzar was definitely the angel, the one who can uplift the soul with just a smile, just a few words, and the whole thinking will be different. Her presence was always an event. I've had the chance to see her in Montreal, in many cities in Canada, but Montreal, Toronto, in Madhuban, of course, and in Delhi. Every time meeting her was like, feeling Baba's presence, but appreciating her own personality. And for me, I've always paid attention not to confuse Dadi Gulzar with Bab Dada. Of course, when Bab Dada was in her, it was different. But to appreciate who she was as a soul, the sister, the mother, the friend, the effort maker, the angel. So when I look at those 3 daddies, I find that each one of them are really a powerful embodiment of the yogi, the angel, and the master, but each one in their own different ways. And Dadi Gulzar, for me as an angel, has always been an inspiration to go into my own silence before serving other people. Dadi Janki has helped me to connect with Baba using knowledge, of course, using yoga power, but using Gyan to go to Baba. And I think that for me, Dadi Prakashmani is my model in becoming the master of the self and the master in the world. So my last question to Brother Eric would be, dear Brother Eric, do you see any parallel between the daddies and taking advantage, Mohini Didi may not be listening now, do you see any parallel with the great tennis players of the world today? So Eric would respond, well, this will be a secret, but of course, I have interest for tennis. And one thing which is interesting, in the world of tennis, because most of you are never watching tennis games, I'm sure, you're good. You're always in remembrance with Baba, not watching tennis game, no good. But I do, so I can tell you good stories. And in the world of tennis, for the past 15 years, if not 20 years, the world of tennis was dominated by 3 young men. They were like the gods of tennis: Nadal, Federer, and Djokovic, 3 amazing players, and they dominated the world of tennis. And why I'm telling you this is because the new generation, and it's a young kid, he's 20 years old or 19, I think, Alcaraz, he's the new generation, the new hero, I would say, of tennis world. But what is interesting is that people say that he is the embodiment of the other 3 plus himself. And I only clicked on that today when I was thinking, what if we were to become, as the next gen, the new generation, also the ones who can take from our seniors all the qualities and bring them into our own life. And I know for those of my generation, we had this great fortune of meeting those daddies, and there's no comparison. Meeting daddies is another world. It's not, I know we didn't meet Brahma Baba, but the daddies were really something out of this world. And I'm thinking today that with those video clips that we're watching, the stories we're hearing from the Didis, why don't we become the new generation of yogis, angels, and masters, and take the best from these three daddies. And maybe we can become like this new hero of tennis, become the ones who are holding the flame of those three daddies. And I think there's no better, how do I call it, homage, or no greater commemoration or regard or honor we can give to these daddies than taking from them some of their qualities and making those qualities live in us, so we can be, the pride of the yagya, holding the beautiful spirit of our dearest, dear, dear, dear daddies. So yes, just a few thoughts, and it would be wonderful that in the next 24 hours, all around the world, there will be special feelings and remembrances for our dear, dear, dear Dadi Gulzar. And I'm sure we'll all join Mohini Didi in that celebration. So, dear Eric, no more questions? No, I don't think so. So, sweet, divine Avyakti Parivar, lots of love, and yeah, let's celebrate the greatness of our daddies, and let's become, the holders of the flames of their spirits. Om Shanti, everyone.
Om Shanti Avyakti Parivar. Thank you, Didi. Thank you, Brother Eric, for sharing your experiences. Wonderful. So today it's very, very special day here in Madhuban. It's already started, the 11th of March 2024. It's been 3 years. Our beloved Dadi Gulzar ji became Avyakt in Madhuban. It's so beautiful. There are so many decorations with flowers of Avyakti Lok, and so many preparation has been made. So this morning, we all will be going to Avyakt Lok and paying our heartful remembrance to our beloved Dadi ji. And then we will go to Dadi's room, as Didi also shared. And of course, there will be a very, very special bhog offering this afternoon, which will be night here and there in USA and other countries. It's a different time. But here it will be a big Brahma Bhojan, offering of bhog to Baba and Dadi Gulzar ji, and of course, bhog message. Mohini Didi will be offering bhog. So we will get to watch everything live, and or we will also show it to our Avyakti Parivar, Baba's children. So that's the program. And you can even connect through live YouTube if you get chance. But of course, we will share more tomorrow. And in Avyakti Parivar, we will also offer bhog for our Dadi Gulzar ji tomorrow, before Hindi series. So that also to be noted. And if you would like to also make bhog for Dadi Gulzar ji at your home, at center, you can do so, and we can do it together in Avyakti Parivar, offering of bhog for our Dadi ji. So that's the program. But for now, we will continue with our flag hosting. Since last 2 days, we had been showing you. And today, we would like to show you the flag hosting happened in Madhuban Pandav Bhavan, which was very, very beautiful. So we would like to also show you some of the glimpse of that.
शांति।
Om Shanti. I remember once Baba said that Baba will be glorified when one from each country, each religion, each culture, each profession says, my Baba. So it feels like the whole world is here at the moment. So shall we sing happy birthday to Baba? Yeah. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mama. Happy birthday to you. Janamdin aaya, Baba happy birthday to you. Tera janamdin aaya, Baba happy birthday to you. Darbar sajaya, cake mangaya. Darbar sajaya, cake mangaya aur sat mein laaye laddu.
चेतन आत्म पंछियों से मानव भवन ये चहक रहा। शिव बाबा की घंटियों से
शिव का झंडा ऊंच महान, शिव का सदा होगा सम्मान। सर्व का पिता वो शिव भगवान, शिव का ज्ञान करे कल्याण। शिव का झंडा ऊंच महान, शिव का सदा होगा सम्मान। सर्व का पिता वो शिव भगवान, शिव का ज्ञान करे कल्याण। शिव का झंडा ऊंच महान।
एक एक झंडे का सिंबल है, तो इसलिए आज की शिव जयंती के उत्सव पर सभी देखिए झंडियों को, देखो बहुत ही धीमी धीमी हवा के साथ बहुत सुंदर लग रही है। और कल्पना कर रही हूँ, मैं देख रही हूँ कि सारे विश्व में हमारे भाई बहन कैसे झंडे लहरा रहे हैं। सभी बहुत बहुत खुशी से झूम रहे हैं, तालियां भी बजा रहे हैं। सुनाई पड़ रही है आपको विदेश की तालियां? यहाँ सुनाई पड़ रही है। सभी अनुभव कर रहे हैं, तो इसलिए मेरी फिर से बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं हैं और हैप्पी बर्थडे। ओम शांति।
संगम युग का वर्षा यही है, शिव से मिलन मनाना। समय श्वास संकल्प सभी सेवा में लगाना। पवित्रता बरसाए जग में, सा है जग में फरिश्ता झलक तुम्हारी, फरिश्ता झलक तुम्हारी। शिव पिता ने दी है तुमको, शिव पिता ने दी है तुमको श्रीमत कितनी प्यारी, श्रीमत कितनी प्यारी। मीठे बच्चों प्यारे बच्चों।
अभी तो मुस्लिम शहरों में भी बाबा ने अपने बच्चे छोड़े नहीं, निकाले ही है। क्योंकि बाबा कहते हैं बच्चे तो मुझे पहचानते नहीं, पहचान भी नहीं सकते हैं, लेकिन बाप तो बच्चों को पहचानते हैं ना। तो आपको सबको नशा क्या है? हम ही कल्प पहले वाले बाबा के बच्चे थे और अब फिर से बाबा ने अपना बना दिया। और हमारी दिल भी सदा क्या कहती है? वाह बाबा वाह। जब भी बाबा याद आता तो क्या दिल में आता? वाह बाबा वाह, क्या से क्या बना दिया। तो हम तो बचपन से ही बाबा के पले हैं। ऐसा बाबा सचमुच लक्ष्मी नारायण, ऐसा बाबा वो भी नहीं होंगे, क्योंकि वो राजा थे ना, विश्व के राजा। और हमारा बाबा भगवान। तो नशा है ना बाबा का, है। कान दे लाओ, कान दे लाओ। तो हमको बाबा, हमको तो यही नशा है कि शुरू से ही बाबा हमको चेतन ठाकुर कहता था। रवाजी बच्चे नहीं कहता था। बाबा कहता था ये मेरे चेतन ठाकुर है। उसका मिसाल सुनाती हूँ। भक्ति में क्या होता है, हर एक भगत समझता है, तो जो भी नई चीज निकलती है ना, तो पहले हमारे भगवान के, वो तो सबको भगवान कह देते हैं, हमारे देवता के मुख में जाना चाहिए। तो हम जब छोटे थे तो बाबा हमें हमेशा चेतन देवता के रूप में ही देखते थे। ये चेतन मेरे देवता है बच्चे। तो जब नया कोई फल या ऐसी कोई चीज निकलती थी ना, तो बाबा को इतने हम बच्चों से प्यार था, मंगाते थे। बाबा कहते थे बच्चे, वो भगत मंगाते तो है देवता को खिलाने के लिए, लेकिन वो तो खाते नहीं है। खाते तो फिर जो पुजारी होते हैं, सेवादारी होते हैं, वो ही खाते हैं। लेकिन मेरे जो बच्चे हैं वो तो खाने वाले हैं। तो वैसे तो पहले बाबा कोशिश यही करता था कि पहले मेरे बच्चों के मुख में जाना चाहिए, क्योंकि यही चेतन ठाकुर है। और बाबा क्या प्यार से खुद काटता था। जो फल आता था वो बाबा खुद काटता था। और हमारे क्लासेस लगते थे, रिसेस के समय बाबा खुद बाल्टी में फल डाल करके ले आता था। और कटा हुआ फल, बच्चे तो छोटे थे ना, तो ऐसे बाबा बिठा के वहां के अंदर और एक एक बच्चे को अपने हाथ से खिलाता था। कहता था मेरे ठाकुर तो चैतन्य है, वो तो जड़ चित्र है, मेरे ठाकुर तो चैतन्य है, तो यही खा सकते हैं। सुबह को हम ड्रिल करते थे, ऐसा बाप कोई को मिलेगा तो ड्रिल करने के टाइम गुड मॉर्निंग करने बाबा एक एक से गुड मॉर्निंग करता था। रात्रि के टाइम हम सोते थे, जब तैयार होके बैठते थे तो एक एक से बाबा गुड मॉर्निंग करने आता था। बताओ ऐसा बाप मिलेगा किसको? ऐसा हमारा बाबा है। और बाबा की एक विशेषता थी, जो बाबा को बहुत खुशी होती थी, बच्चे तुम भिन्न भिन्न वृक्ष की डाली मेरे पास आए, लेकिन मुझे क्या बनाना है तुम्हें? एक चंदन का वृक्ष बना। बाबा को कोई बच्चे की शिकिल थोड़ी खुशी कम हो ना, बाबा को पसंद नहीं आता था। ब्रह्मा बाबा की विशेषता सुनाती हूँ। बाबा दूर से ही बच्चे को बुलाता था। बच्चा तो खुश हो जाएगा, बाबा बुला रहे हैं, और बुला करके ये कभी नहीं कहता था कि बच्ची क्या है, तुम्हारी शिकिल आज ऐसे क्यों है, क्या है। नहीं, बुला के ऐसे बाह में लेके चलते थे और कोई न कोई हंसी की बात सुना के हंसा के भेजता था। ये भी नहीं कहता था क्यों बीमार हो, क्या हो, ये भी नहीं कहता था, हंसा के भेजता था बस। बाबा को हमेशा, अभी भी बाबा कहता है तुम्हारा चेहरा कैसे होना चाहिए। उस दिनों में छोटे बच्चे थे तो भी बाबा कहता था बच्चे तुम्हारा चेहरा कैसा खुश मिजाज होना चाहिए, जैसे खिला हुआ गुलाब होता है ना, खिला हुआ गुलाब, ऐसा तुम्हारा चेहरा होना चाहिए। वो कब हो सकता है? जब हमारे अंदर खुशी होंगी ना। अभी भी बाबा कहता है तुम्हारी सेवा चलो मुख से नहीं भी कर सकते हो, लेकिन चलन और चेहरे से तो सभी सेवा कर सकते हो ना। अगर किसका खुश मिजाज चेहरा देखेंगे तो अवश्य दिल में आएंगे इसको कुछ मिला है। कोई गरीब होता है, उसको लॉटरी मिल जाती है छोटी मोटी, उस दिन उसका चेहरा कैसा होगा? दिखाई देते हैं ना, इसको कुछ मिला है। तो हमारा चेहरा कैसे होना चाहिए? परमात्मा हमारा बाप, परमात्मा हमारा टीचर, परमात्मा हमारा सतगुरु। बाबा कहता था देखो जीवन में ये तीन संबंध मेजॉरिटी आवश्यक है, लेकिन बाबा को इतना बच्चों से प्यार है, तीनों के पास अलग अलग जाने नहीं देता। बाबा एक में ही तीन है। पिता का वर्षा देता है, शिक्षक बन के शिक्षा देता है, और सतगुरु बन करके रोज हमको वरदान देता है। ऐसा कोई गुरु होगा जो पोस्ट में भी वरदान भेजे? गुरु तो कहता है पहले कान ऐसे करो, फिर वरदान मिलेगा। लेकिन हमारा बाबा देखो कितना रहम दिल है, जो पोस्ट में ही वरदान भेजता है।
तुम्हारे साथ का एक पल कई जन्मों से बेहतर है, सफल हर पल हुआ अपना, नजर तेरी जो हम पर है, नजर तेरी जो हम पर है, यही यादें ही रह कर चमक जाती है जो बिजली तुम्हारे प्यार से बाबा।
Om Shanti. Tomorrow is Monday and our schedule from Amrit Vela 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. And we will connect to Double Foreigners Madhavan online program from 8:30 to 9:30 a.m. So there will be a class, and then in the evening from 5 p.m. to 5:15 p.m. we will have a Awake the Children Murli class. 6 o'clock we will start the Bhatti. And this bhatti will be special as is Dadi's day, or Dadi Gulzarji's day. So we'll make it very special. I request everyone, please join at 6 p.m. so we all can be collectively doing meditation on this special day. And of course, there will be a special bhog offering, as I had announced before also, that Mohini Didi is going to offer bhog in Madhuban, and there will be a bhog message as well. So I request that we all together offer bhog in Avyakti Parivar as well. And then we will do our Hindi series, English series, and of course there will be a lot of sharing about Dadi Gulzarji. So we really request we all can be together in Avyakti Parivar and then Avyakti Journey. Welcome to Avyakti Journey, Avyak Murlis from 1969, multi-million-fold fortune and blessings.
Om Shanti. This is the Avyak Murli of the 4th of August, 1972. Signs of serviceable, sensible, and essenceful. Just as a fragrance does the task of giving fragrance to those who are close or far away, in the same way, the power of your spirituality will not only serve those sitting close by, but also those who are far away. Only then will you be praised as the practical world benefactors. At present, you are making plans for world benefit. You do not have it in a practical way, But then, when this subtle machinery begins, you will be engaged in doing this in a practical way. You will experience how souls are desperate to receive even a drop of the introduction to the Father. And through your intellects or through subtle power, you will experience those desperate souls to be visible in front of you, even though they are not there. So, when you become engaged in such service, your name will be glorified as the practical world benefactors. Now look, what do you say? That you have had the thought of bringing about world benefit. What do people say to you? So, will you be able to carry out the great task of bringing about benefit at such a speed? Up to now, you have carried out the task of world benefit very little. How will you reach the whole world? Now, you do not have it in a practical way, do you? At that time, while being master intellects of the wise, with the subtle machinery, you will touch the intellects of those in all four directions. Then the sound will spread that some power, some spirituality is attracting them towards itself. They will search for it and will want to meet such souls. They will be desperate for even a moment's glimpse. The sign of this is even now continuing in the non-living images. When there is any such festival, there is such a huge crowd of those who want to have a glimpse of the non-living images. So many souls are desperate and thirsty to have a glimpse of the images on that day and at that moment. They may have had a glimpse many times, but in order to fulfill the importance of that day, the helpless people make so much difficult effort. Whose sign is this? It is because it happened in a practical way that the memorials were created. Acha, Om Shanti.
Become a carefree emperor of the land without sorrow by being full with all attainments. The intoxication and happiness of the present time. The golden aged sovereignty is nothing compared to this confluence aged sovereignty. The intoxication and happiness of the present time. is multi-million times more elevated than the sovereignty of the Golden Age. And so, always maintain the intoxication and happiness of this form.
सर्व प्राप्ति संपन्न बेगमपुर के बेफिक्र बादशाह बनो। वर्तमान समय की प्राप्ति का नशा खुशी। सतयुगी बादशाही इस संगम युग की बेगमपुर की बादशाही के आगे कुछ भी नहीं है। वर्तमान समय की प्राप्ति का नशा खुशी सतयुग की बादशाही से पदम गुना श्रेष्ठ है। तो स्थायी रूप में इसी नशे और खुशी में रहो। ओम शांति।
Om Shanti. Om Shanti.